Malcolm Pugh. Hey.
What up?
Hey, man. Look at this. Hey, look at this whole thing I got going on. I got cool stuff. You're here. You're cool stuff. I don't know if you're not like an inanimate object.
Stuff.
You're not stuff.
No, but someone did call me Beard Face.
Is that true?
That's pretty sick, dude.
Oh, really? Well, you do have a beard on your face, and
I like it, dude.
Let's crank some Inferi, because we're here chilling out, and we're going to turn on a new track that you just came out with called Mesmeric. How do you pronounce it? Mesmeric?
Mesmeric Horror.
Mesmeric Horror? Okay. Well, we're going to go for it, and I have... Ooh, the mood drops when that...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in like 10 bands. Kyle Baffey says that you're in 10 bands. That's true. Now, for anybody who hasn't seen the music video, it's great. I would describe it as a... how would you describe the music video?
It's kind of a homage to like old 80s flicks, but like in a cartoon format.
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon, like anime, like inspired. Almost Death Clock. A lot of people have said Death Clock, but that was not in mind, but it's kind of there.
I did kind of think of that when I was watching it. The art style is not quite the same, but it's like kind of got that vibe. But I do have to say one thing. And I'm going to say this because it makes me jealous.
Yeah.
When you make cartoon versions of yourself, you can make yourself look ripped as fuck. And all your dudes look ripped, like big, strong dude. Like, was that on purpose?
That was not on purpose. That was how the artists saw us.
Okay.
They saw us and they're like, "Whoa, dude, these guys are buff. Let's
that true?
amp it up." I mean, they drew it. We didn't request it.
That's true.
We did approve the artist, the character design.
Okay. Okay. Well,
so,
there you go.
It was like, oh, this looks perfect.
Yeah. After some revisions.
So roll with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a funny story that involves you guys and a show that we played in Salt Lake City together. And
okay.
I don't know if that's something that you want out there.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
Well, okay, Salt Lake City is notorious. Anybody that's in the chat right now or anybody's watching this later, it's like Salt Lake City is kind of notoriously kind of dead. We have fun there because,
Right.
Well, I mean, my band played there 2013, 2012 for the first time or whatever, and it was like no one went to the show. Like no one was there at the show, which when you have a show that nobody attends, it's not really the most motivating thing. So we kept going back, and every time we go back, there's a little bit more. Sometimes there's a little bit less, but then they come back, and the next year it's actually kind of good. And so we all had sort of like this still kind of mediocre expectation for that show. Right. So what you guys did the night before, I don't actually remember what happened too much, but I do remember that everybody was expecting the show to suck and to be very dead and poorly attended. But then it turns out that it was kind of a small venue, and it was fucking jam-packed.
Yeah, it was sick.
And what did you guys do? Because you thought, hey, no one's going to be there. All good. Let's just take it easy. Let's relax and maybe partake. What did you? What did you guys do?
I drank a half a bottle of whiskey before the show.
Okay.
And I didn't realize it. I was just hanging out, and I was like, "Oh no! We're playing now."
That is a lot.
Oh no!
Yeah, you are a big dude. You're 7'6".
Yeah, 7'9".
7'9".
I'm like as big as Shaq.
You're a big dude. Half a bottle is. I mean, that would put. I wouldn't remember the show. I wouldn't remember the day if I had that much.
It was rough.
So not only did you do that, but the guys in your band, they did mushrooms. Is that what it was?
It was Mr. Andrew Kim.
Okay.
Don't let us parents hear this podcast. Yeah.
Oh, Stevie's here. Andrew Kim and I took some mushrooms that day. A little laughy face.
Oh, it was Stevie too.
Yeah,
okay, well, see,
yeah.
we all just fucked up, You were all just living like it was 1984.
Right.
Like we were in Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And
that was
then
funny.
Something happened like during that show. I think some of the dudes from Wormhole came up and then like hit a pedal on my amp. So then it cut out. So I started freaking out. And then I just ended up passing out in the van after the show. I was just like, I'm such an idiot. I'll never do this again.
Now, is that like a Is that like a scar on your touring past, or is that something you can move through and be like, you know what, that was me then, I'm me now. Yeah. I don't need to think about. Or do you find yourself waking up at night being like, oh fuck, I can't believe I did that?
Now it's funny.
Now it's funny.
I survived it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like one of those things where like, you know, you misjudge the situation. And you come back on the other side alive.
Yeah, right. So the most I ever really did in terms of like embarrassing myself, we were playing a show in Perth, and it was the last show of a tour of like 10 shows in Australia and New Zealand. And so like it was like flights every single day at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Right.
And it fucking was tiring. And so like the last show, it was kind of like the night before you pack up and you go to the hotel at 3, right? At 2 a.m. or whatever. After you're done, you know, we were with Psychroptic, so they were headlining. So you pack up, get to the hotel at 2 or 3, and then you have to be at the lobby at 4 for the flight to the next show. And that was every single day pretty much. So like I wanted to die. Like, I mean, you're sleeping in a lot of airports, not getting any sleep, barely sleeping on the plane. They're short flights too, like 3 hours max. Like they're not you can't
get sleep on a flight.
Fun flights, right? So we're playing Perth, and I remember like it was a pretty small stage, and I was playing a riff, like sort of like this heavy headbangy riff, and I go to headbang, and I just straight up fall over, like face first into the monitor, the speaker on the stage. My hands come off of my guitar, like hands out to the stage.
Wow.
And I just I bailed, and I like got back up, and I'm like, okay, I'll just like, you know, I'll look around for a second, I'll make sure that, and I don't think anybody fucking noticed. And that made me realize that like no one is looking, you know what I mean? Like no one gives a fuck. You know, I mean, sometimes they do, but for the most part, you're up on stage and you're like thinking, okay, I got to do this, and then you realize that pretty much everybody else in the room is also thinking the same thing about themselves, and they're not. You know, it's like
and a fraction of the people are watching you at one time anyway. You know?
Hey, speaking of playing live, what's your next thing as a band? What are you guys doing?
We're going out with Black Crown Initiate and Archaic.
That's
the
a
end of September.
US tour.
Yeah, US tour.
Great.
Then after that, we don't have anything until January of 2022 with Decapitated.
Which is very cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
You've been a fan of theirs for quite a while.
Long time.
I'm not asking.
Long
I'm
time
telling.
fan. No, you're telling me. Yeah. You are a fan.
You're getting long in the tooth. Is that correct? Is that correct to say?
Long in the tooth. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, well, let's leave it at that. You guys were in the studio. Your band Inferi was just in the studio. How many months ago?
Almost a year ago.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Almost a year ago. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, I guess doing the EP, we were in the studio twice. So like,
sure.
We did the EP studio thing about now.
Okay.
A year ago.
Well,
and then again.
Yeah.
About a year ago.
If that doesn't make anybody in the chat or anybody watching this feel bad about how much music you output, I know it makes me makes me feel bad because we were writing our album that will come out at some point, sometime this year. It took us about 2.5 years to write and record it. And as of now, we have 0 new music. We have nothing else. That is it. That is 100% of our ideas. All there it is, right? So now you already have more songs written. You recorded 2 albums in 2020.
Yeah, give or take. I mean, the EP is like 4 songs with like a instrumental thing,
right?
And then the new album.
And then you have new songs written past that.
Yeah,
you're fucking crazy. That is crazy.
I just like writing. Like the guys in our chat are probably like annoyed as fuck. I send them stuff. I'm like, dude, we're still doing the thing with this thing that just came out, and I'm like sending shit. Like, sorry guys,
Daddy Kane in the chat says Malcolm is built different. I would agree to that.
I appreciate it.
Okay, Free Fly Big Sky says, do you ever feel the need to release songs that you're not as stoked about in order to have enough material for an album? The stance that we take on it is, and we did this writing the newest album that's going to come out, is we were like, let's write X number of songs, and if we can finish that before this date, then we'll try to write another one to fill out the runtime. Not to say it's a lesser song, but we'll have a lot less time to work on it than all the rest of them. And we did finish all 7, 6, or 8 or whatever song, however many songs it was before the deadline, and then we did write that extra song, and I think it turned out great. But it was a tough one to fucking write, and I wonder if anybody's going to be able to detect that on the album. It's different, and it has a riff in it that I wrote 2 years ago that we called the Cursed Riff because we couldn't fit it in anywhere. We fucking tried for months, and we would have it in a song, and then we'd take it out. And then 2 months would go by, we'd bring it back. Oh, let's put the Cursed Riff in here. Put it in. No, it doesn't work at this tempo. Take it out. Dude, it's just like, that's a frustrating thing because all of us really liked the riff, but, you know, eventually it did go in. It fit in that part, but, you know, it was a tough one.
It takes forever sometimes.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the song playing in the background, Mike and I, that was supposed to go on our 2014 album.
Right.
And we just couldn't get it to work. And then we tried it for Revenant, couldn't get it to work.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's always been there. And
is that frustrating?
I think, yeah, like at least 20 different versions of that song.
Wow. Dude.
Yeah.
That is fucking craziness. Okay, let's see if we can do a quick giveaway. You want to stick around for the giveaway?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, okay. So I'm going to try, okay, that didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to do random number generator, and we're going to try this, and I don't know if this is going to work. So Malcolm, if you might just witness a crash and burn, I have no idea.
I hope so.
I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 500, and I am looking for a specific number. Whoever gets that number first on my end gets a digital download from sheethappenspublishing.com. So 1 to 500. Just start throwing them away. Coyote says, give away your stash. Give away my mustache. That's an interesting... Oh, God. Okay. Now I'm seeing a lot of numbers. Somebody said 420. Well, hopefully we can... Oh, boy. Malcolm, you're witnessing a crashing and burning of this. Oh, my... Daddy Kane says, Dean, this is a bad idea. I would agree. I would agree.
You're right, Daddy Kane.
But I have a bot, hopefully, that is going to be checking for this winner. I'm hoping. Nobody's gotten it yet as far as I can see.
Oh, there's another thing checking for it? You don't have to check for it personally? That's cool.
Well, that's the plan.
Okay, we'll see. As soon as you announce the number, someone's going to be like, I fucking did that number 5 minutes ago.
True. Wow, this is just crazy to look at. What was I thinking? Hey!
Someone get it?
Somebody got it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay, who? Let's see. Robert got it. No. His name is Got It, dude.
Oh, no way, dude. Yeah. Robert got it, dude? What?
Dude, that's perfect.
What are the
That's
chances?
Amazing. Okay.
Robert got it,
Okay.
dog.
Robert got it. If you can just hit me with a hey, what's up here on this chat to let me know that you're still here. Yay, Robert got us here. Hey, Robert, please hit me a message on Instagram and I'll get you hooked up. All right. Well, Malcolm, it's been a pleasure, an honor, a privilege, and it's been my duty as a musician to talk to you today. Is there anything that you want to promote now that we're nearing the end of this grand conversation?
Inferi has a new album coming out in September 10th. We dropped a new single about a week ago, 5 days ago, and we have more stuff on the horizon soon, so go pre-order that shiznit.
Great. Okay, cool. I'll put a pre-order link in the description of this video as soon as I can remember to do that, which won't be right away. Yeah. But I'll do my best. All right, man. Well, it was great to talk to you. Thanks for coming on. And thanks to everybody who was here hanging out with us. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me just read out a couple people. We got CRC, we got Lucas Sakina, we got Robert Goddett, the winner, the man of the hour. We got Soulfied, we got Josh McCurdy, Donald Hetrick, you can't leave this empty, Astral Guitar, Jay Brookley, 666, something, Whole Store, Daddy Kane with the Zingers, Dan B, Ryan Saunders, Ghost Riff, Zensei 999. So, yeah, you guys have been great. Thanks for hanging out with me and Malcolm. And we will see you next time. Later.
Bye-bye.